Awesome. So I believe you can see my screen as we hit today's conversation. Okay, my reader and I. All right, creative ways to take RIDA. So distributors and users speak. So when you want to share an experience, it can be your personal experience, it can be your business partner's experience, it can be a customer's experience. What we just want to do is that we want to add to our pool of experiences, and have a broader understanding on how the other ways to use RIDA, to recommend RIDA to people as well. Okay, so and the first part of the conversation is to bring to light, the obvious. There are things that are obvious to us, but time and time again, we need that reminder. Yeah, we need that reminder to keep the main things the main things. I remember how I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday, and I was talking about the fact that we need to major on the major. What happens most times is that it's like we find some level of satisfaction in majoring on minor things. Yeah, but we need to remind ourselves that we need to major on the major things. Okay, the person came and, was talking about health issues, and he was saying, man, I used to take my health for granted. But when this and this happened, I discovered that, my health is more important than anything else. Yeah, if I'm not even healthy, even my loved ones, I will not be able to love them, the way I should. I won't be able to have a healthy relationship with them. I won't even be able to work. I mean, really, health is so fundamental, but we just tick off the box in our minds. And yeah, I just assume that, I should be healthy. Yeah, I'm healthy. Yeah, it's normal, it's expected. If they call you in church and say you should come and give a testimony, say, I don't have testimony. I just thank God that I'm alive. And somebody out there is just desiring that, God, I want to just be able to be well. I want to wear my clothes and go to church and speak, and somebody can hear me and stand, and then not have to be supported by somebody else or by something else. So our health is an investment, and it's not an expense. Sometimes when we need to, and you hear this all the time. Yeah, you say, okay, get this product for yourself, and it's very good for your health. And you start saying, it's too expensive. I don't have that money. And then a friend comes around and you just go to the nearby place and you take what? You take pepper soup and drinks. And before you know what's happening, you spend 10K. Yeah? And that 10K is gone. You're going to wee it, and you're going to use the restroom, and that's all. And you discover that the money is gone. Yeah. So, but you have an opportunity to get products, that you will use over a period of time, and you are going to be investing in your health. And many times we are more particular about, and I'm addressing some of us also in the room who are distributors. We are more interested in making money from the product than being the product of the product. I know that I usually share this with my team members from time to time. I tell them, you are the product of your products. Okay, there's a Yoruba adage that says that if somebody comes to you and says, I'm selling George material, correct George material, nice ones that will be good on you. And you look at the person, and the person is wearing tattered clothes. You wonder that, are you sure this your material is a solid, you won't feel as comfortable to patronize that kind of person because he's not even looking the part. You begin to question the quality of what he or she is selling. And that's what it's all about. So we need to be the product of our products. We need to consciously, deliberately, constantly invest in our health. It's not an expense. Let me know, I don't want to waste money. Let me make money. I don't want to waste money. Investing in your health is important. Okay? It should become an expense. When it becomes an expense, if you don't invest in it, then it becomes an expense. So we're encouraged to eat right, to exercise, to take our supplements, to take our RIDA, and mop up oxidative stress. So we'll go to that very shortly. Now, this slide here shows us the RIDA betas, and shows us a little bit about what is available within. Yes, you need to be the product of your product. Thank you, Ian. Correct. So yeah, so we have the RIDA betas, and like it or not, it's going to 3 years, and it's actually RIDA to the world, from Niger to the world. And we have the approvals, you know, that make you confident that what you are taking into your body has passed through several and still continues to pass through several testings. Okay, testings that ensure that what you're taking in is safe, what you're taking is effective, okay, and made of, you know, from the highest levels of quality. And we can see here, we can see the different stamps. We have the NAFDAC approval, we have FDA approval in the US, we have ISO certification, we have halal certification. I know sometimes some people don't really know the import of it. Yeah, some people don't take things that are of they call it haram, or animal origin. So for example, the gelatin that is used to make the capsules are of plants, or they are plant proteins. So all of these testings have been done and are being done, you know, at the order level from our suppliers, at the process level, at the finish level, and every batch of the products that is made passes through testing even before packaging is done. So this happens, like, I mean, it's a constant thing. It's not a one-off thing, okay? And several tests have been done, preclinical trials and clinical trials done. Okay, so RIDA is clinically tried and tested and is listed on the Cochrane database, okay, in South Africa. We call RIDA nature's gift of life. You know, who was I talking to 2 days ago that was talking about the fact that some health decisions that you make that look inconsequential can actually add extra months. It's like, yeah, I mean, that's what it is. When you talk about the power of compound interest, here in some of our trainings, we've talked about compound interest, and it really looks inconsequential. But when you look at your health, your decisions as regards what you take in your diet, as regards what you take in things that are not provided in your diets, like supplements and things like that, have a compounding effect on your overall health. That's why sometimes you just discover that after a number of years, this health condition just shows up. Health conditions don't just show up. Those things just pile up, the amount up, and then it becomes something just suddenly big, you know, but that's not really, that's not what it is. It didn't just suddenly happen. It happened over time. Okay, so that's important that we understand that our health is an investment. And what you have, as a result of the RIDA range of products is you have access to undeniable health benefits. And, you know, I spoke about the compounding effects of our health decisions, or of our diets and supplements, and our lifestyle decisions, the effect on our health. The sum total of all these things that I'm talking about has to do with what we call oxidative stress. Okay, if you are still with me, because you are going to talk now, please type in the chat box oxidative stress. That oxidative stress is the compound, that's what compounds, you know, free radicals just dropping in your system. You take this, a little of the oxygen species just drops in your system, and it just drops little by little. Before you know what's happening, oh, they'll say high blood pressure, there's arthritis, there's this and that. Yeah. So, okay, I can see some people are still following me. Oxidative stress, and the things that cause oxidative stress are just on this diagram you can see here. You see smoking, diet, medication and treatment, air and water pollutants, fast foods, stress generally, lack of good nutrition, alcohol, pesticides, exposure to toxins, inadequate intake of fruits and vegetables, contaminants, excessive exercise, and inadequate amounts of physical activity. All of this form the the foundational things that just drop the little there, little issues that become the big thing, you know, that results in different health issues. And those different health issues, those are those names that we don't want to call them. Can you see chronic kidney disease? And when it affects different parts of the body, these are the health issues that arise as a result of them. Yeah, cardiac fibrosis, skin aging, macular degeneration, diabetes, atherosclerosis, chronic inflammation. Like sometimes I think CM likes to say that some of the names of those diseases sound like demons. Yeah, they are not names that you like, but I think they call the name for yourself. You know, someone was telling me when the doctor, I was trying to read out what, you know, what was there. He said, "Oh, I can't read it again. I'm just, you know, some of those names, chronic inflammation, autoimmune disorders, Alzheimer, Parkinson's, COPD, rheumatoid arthritis, and so on and so forth, as they affect different parts of the body. These free radicals get into different parts of the body through the blood, and it's the heart that pumps it, you know, around the body. Can affect the heart, the skin, the kidney, the joints, the lungs, the brain, the immune system, the blood vessels, multi-organ, the eyes. So we want to be very deliberate about the decisions that we make that affect our health. Okay? And RIDA Herbal Bitters has one key major role, and that role is to mop up these free radicals, and consequently, as it mops it up, it helps to gradually repair earlier damage done to different organs in the body. So when you talk about compounding effect, RIDA is your go-to product. When you're talking about compounding, make it a lifestyle. If you're not treating anything in particular, it's good to take RIDA 3 times in a week. It's fantastic. Just have it as a lifestyle thing, and then you discover that compoundingly, you are able to have, you know, free radicals in your blood system is as low as can be. Now, this is why I need us to have this conversation with me. Like I said, we want to look at creative ways to take RIDA. We have users of RIDA and its range spanning over 17 countries of the world. It spans over 17 countries of the world. So be sure that, you know, people are using it, testimonies are coming in, and, you know, they still coming like every day. Yeah, so I have a question for us today. I don't know if you have one or two people that will be able to answer the question. Just type in the chat box. When you took RIDA for the first time, what was your reaction? Okay, I know that we're going to have different reactions. Some people may say, when I took it for the first time, I say, it's too bitter. I cannot take it again. When I took it for the first time, you know, my bowel movement was very much, you know. But what was your reaction? Your first experience with RIDA, what was your reaction? What was your experience? Now, at this point, I'm going to be, while I wait for our responses, I'm going to be, sorry. I'm going to be gradually, are there comments? Okay. No comments yet. What was your first reaction on taking RIDA? Remember, I said that we're going to be sharing different ways to take RIDA. And I want to show us some pictures. I will show us some videos. Yeah. Someone said I was farting. Interesting. The first time you took RIDA, he was farting. Interesting. Okay. That means the bowel is moving. When you are farting, I don't know whether you know somebody that has had surgery before. Know someone that's had surgery before, and everybody was praying that God, let this person fart. I remember it happened to my sister then. All of us who were praying, because if she doesn't fart, then her bowel has not moved. Then it means that maybe there was a mistake in the surgery, and then I hope they won't have to open her up again. That's how we enter prayer mode. I say, God, let her fart, let her fart. Yeah. So farting means that your bowel is moving, okay, and you're getting rid of or you know, unnecessary gas in your system. A lot of flatulence, okay? Abio, that's it now, farting, flatulence. That's how you know people that read book. CS level, I don't know CS level. Yes, so CS customer, I don't know what that is. But I want to show something. I like the responses so far. It says, because I had been taking another brand of bitters, the taste was an awesome surprise. Interesting. Definitely not as bitter as the other brands of bitters. Awesome. Okay, all right. It's a Syrian section. Okay, Syrian section. Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah, so like I said, I want to share some quick videos with you, and I call 1 minute, please. 1 second. Yes. So, yeah. So let me. I want to try and share this video. I'm trying to. Okay, so at some point, some people tried what I call RIDA cocktails. But before I share about RIDA cocktails, I'd like to share my own personal experience, something that happened to me recently. I think about 2 or 3 days ago, I had the terrible tummy ache. It was terrible. I can't remember what I ate, but I think that there was something that was off. It was so bad. I went to the restroom to try and ease myself. Nothing came out, but the pain was excruciating. It was bad. And then I said, man, what do I do? What do I do? So I just took a glass, a tumbler. I put 2 cups of RIDA. I mixed it with water and I drank it. The first gulp that entered into my tummy, the pain literally disappeared. Yeah. And before I took the second, I just rushed the remaining, and then I went to the restroom, and lo and behold, in fact, I was very, very relieved by the time I was done. And now, of course, from a scientific point of view, I know what happened in that case. Mixing that RIDA with water for me ensured that I had more volume of RIDA, and then the RIDA I took had more interface with a larger surface area in my tummy. I don't know whether you understand. I don't want to go too scientific on us, but there was a lot more fluid available to move around and work like immediately within my system. So I think, these days, I'm telling people to make RIDA works, even to make RIDA work faster sometimes. I think you should mix it with a glass of water and just drink it. Maybe not a glass, but maybe half a glass. I think it does work a lot of wonders. Why do I also say that? Sometime last week, I had a lot of physically exerting experiences, and I was, when your body, it's like you want to come down with a fever. Yeah, it's like malaria is knocking at your door. Yeah, I had a very terrible sore throat. I had headache. I had, I was really in a bad state. So I just said, okay, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Okay, so, and I had an early morning flight to catch. You know what I did? I boiled some water. I put in a glass. I diluted a bit with cold water so that it wasn't too hot. I put 2 cups of RIDA bitters in the water. I drank it, applied balm, and went for my flight. Yeah. By the next day, of course, I flew out of town. By the next day, by the time I woke up, I couldn't even reconcile how I was feeling. You know, when something is knocking at you down, you know that, this thing, the way it's going to jam you. So for me, in about 2 weeks now, I've had back-to-back experiences of just diluting RIDA with water and it having a very, very interesting effect. One was with hot water, or what you call warm water, and one was with cold water. Now, if you've had any experiences like that you would like to share, this is the time when you should share. Okay, it doesn't have to be water alone. I've done some different things though, which I don't want to share yet because I want some other people to also pitch into the conversation. If there's any experience that you would like to share, even if you want us to give you voice and you would like to share, now is the time to do that. Okay, whether yourself or somebody that used the product on your recommendation, if there's a way that it was used that, you were like, oh, wow, so it can be used like that, it's a good time to share. Okay, before I share my video, I have some interesting videos. Some of us would have seen the video before, but just for the sake of everyone, it would be a good one to also share it as well. So I think, if one thing straight up, if you are battling ulcer or you have a history of ulcer, using RIDA mixed with half a glass of water is a fantastic one. Okay, if you're having serious ulcer pains, trust me. Okay, what happened to me? I think 2 Sundays ago, 3 Sundays ago, I used to have ulcer like a long time ago. I just woke up around 5 a.m. and I was having serious, I knew that this was an ulcer kind of pain. Okay, so I just mixed RIDA with water, took it. The pain reduced a bit. Okay, in the night I used it again. By the next morning, I used it also again. So before the end of the second day, the pain was almost literally totally gone. I didn't take anything else. Okay, so there's a lot of healing work. And you know, when you share that, even people with physical wounds as well use RIDA, and you see phenomenal testimonies that happen. And what did I share earlier? Speaking about repair of damaged cells, damaged tissue, that happens internally and externally. Yes, it's magical on wounds indeed. Okay, so Madam Olubusola wants to share with us. She wants to share an experience with us. Please go ahead and share.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I used to have this during this type of weather. I used to have terrible colds. And I remember there was one that, you know, when your nose is blocked and you are having that kind of feeling that is like you can't inside. And I remember someone sharing with the use of balm, as in to steam up with balm.
Okay.
I actually applied the RIDA bitters in the water and also put the balm. And lo and behold, I slept like a baby. I didn't wake up until the following morning. And then people that saw me and they were like, kilo wa shey báyìí. The following day, they were like, what happened? That's why I started sharing. It's my RIDA. It's my RIDA. You know, people like, yeah, RIDA. And all that.
Awesome.
That's one of the experiences that I had with the balm.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Steam inhalation is really, really powerful. It's an amazing one. Anybody else wants to share? All these people that are keeping their how to use RIDA to themselves. I remember somebody shared she had done a surgery on her leg before, had seen the orthopedic surgeon, blah, 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 but the pain would just come and go, come and go, come and go. And I think it was around her ankle area. I'm not sure. She boiled water, you know, put in a bowl, put RIDA in it. I think put the balm, and she dipped the leg in there. And she went to bed. I think she did it again for, I think, about 3 days. And she could not believe, you know, the effect, you know, on it. So, I mean, just amazing things, creative ways really that people just, if I tried like this, who knows, we don't know what can happen, you know. And those kind of things actually really just make you see, you know, the amazing product that we have and how you can really get creative in using them. Okay, Inyang says, RIDA bitters makes me sleep well at night. Awesome. I take a capsule every night last thing before I sleep. Yeah, we get that all the time. It makes you sleep really well. I remember, you know, there was somebody we connected with, I think about 2 months ago or so, came in from Australia. And you know, if you know Australia timelines, the time zones are really crazy. Trying to catch up with work in Australia, trying to catch up here, you know. So he said anytime he comes to Nigeria, he's just totally messed up. He doesn't sleep because he needs to connect there, connect here. When it's night here, he's morning there. Yeah, so, and then he used RIDA, and he said he slept off and he missed some calls. He said when his phone rings, if he's sleeping, he'll wake up. He said this time he slept so soundly. Yeah, so I mean, we hear that all the time, that RIDA makes you really, really sleep well. Okay, I think Mrs. Omojokun is, she wants to share. Yeah. Mrs. Omojokun, please go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Happy Sunday. Yeah. My own is about the balm. Okay. The balm is a companion. As far as I'm concerned, I go along with it. I don't joke with it. Like yesterday evening, I caught the edge of one of my fingers, and this morning I woke up with a swollen finger, and I was like, I hope this is not weak. I just I applied the balm, and as I'm speaking now, the pain is still significant.
Hello, I'm muting all, and this person is unmuting. Ask to unmute. Okay, Mrs. Omojokun, are you done?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay. Oh, I thought you said you're not hearing me. Yeah, okay. So I said I always encourage everyone that comes into my center to pick a balm, even if it's the small one. And I always ask them for their experience. Just on Tuesday this week, last week, an elderly woman that usually come in to pick balm came and gave me a testimony that she when she applied the balm, something came out of the ears, which made the ear to be kind of opened, and she could hear properly now. You know, and that made her not to be using phone. When I asked her to give me her phone number, she said she doesn't use the phone because of the hearing problem. But now it's like the thing is getting clearer, and that she used to feel something go around her body.
Wow. We can't hear you anymore. Okay, it's breaking.
That after encouraging her to pick hello, my internet is just fluctuating. I don't know why.
Yes, the internet is.
Hello.
Yes, ma.
Yeah, the internet is fluctuating. The thing is.
Okay. Thank you, ma.
Looking full here.
Oh. Thank you, ma. Yeah, I think we got the general idea of what you were sharing. But that's really amazing. If someone will apply if somebody will apply the balm and then things are coming out, that just shows you how it flows through the skin and gets in, you know. I'm definitely also, I mean, just to add to what you shared, I know somebody who used the balm for menstrual pain. I mean, this person is somebody I know, yeah? Use the balm for menstrual pain, the lower tummy, apply the balm, and she said that the effect was magical. For me, I mean, those are creative ways, yeah? Those are creative ways. Sometimes, especially some of our teenagers, yeah? They don't want to, sometimes I see, I remember recently my daughter, she was having menstrual pain, and I usually tell her, I mean, just take RIDA. Once you know that your period is in another 1 or 2 days, just take RIDA and you're good. She was forming, I think she got a hot water bottle, you know, people want to do babe. She carried a hot water bottle, was putting, it looked cool now to be putting hot water bottle on your tummy. By the next day, she said, Mommy, please, I need RIDA. I didn't want to laugh at her really. I just said, okay, where take, you know what you're supposed to use. I know. So it's interesting. So people have used the balm for menstrual pains, for menstrual cramps, for tummy cramps, muscular cramps, and had phenomenal results. I mean, those are creative ways, really. And when people hear about it, they'll say, oh, wow, so this can do this. If I do it this way, it can, really work. Okay, we have someone saying a client of mine used for 3 weeks, and tummy cramps she's had for all her life. Wow. Tummy cramps she has had for all her life has stopped. That is phenomenal. Another client, after 3 weeks too of taking consistently, has normalized her blood pressure. She was previously on BP drugs. Awesome. That is really awesome. Please tell the person on BP, managing BP, to do regular checks, to make RIDA a lifestyle thing, so that she can ensure that her numbers are well in check. Okay, so that's important. So yes, so I want to share what I call RIDA cocktails. I want to just quickly share those right away. There are 2 short videos that show you some interesting ways that people have tried to mix. I'm trying to share. 1 minute. Okay, awesome. Okay, this was put together sometime during the during the Valentine's season. Okay, so I believe we can see. So that's one. The second one, let me just try and share that quickly. It's not showing from your end. I hope you saw that. If you saw that one I just played, please let me know. Just type I saw it. Okay, so I mean that one was for those who want to mix with alcohol. Averagely sometimes when people hear bitters, they think it's alcohol. I mean that it has alcohol base. Or some people want to just okay, I want to mix it with alcohol. So that one was the one with alcohol base. Okay, so people saw it. So this one is for people who want to just mix it with something healthy. They just want to, I mean, have another feel and flavor to it. So let's just take a look at this one. Then I'll also share some interesting ones that I've personally done. Yeah, so okay. So those were two RIDA cocktails. I've done some on my own where I didn't even, okay, well, I think I mixed with a little soda, but I majorly used honey, used lemon to mix it. So there are different creative ways to get, especially when you have younger children, you want to begin to encourage them to take it. Or some people are just incurable sweet tooth. Yeah, so it's, I mean, there are different things you can try really, to mix it and to have those kind of experiences. Put ice cubes so that when you're sipping, instead of taking an entire bottle of soda or whatever, I mean, you can just mix it and have an amazing experience, knowing that, yeah, and let me show you one last one before we gradually wind up today. This one was very interesting. The person took someone says Chapman plus bitters because yes, the feel is actually like grapefruit kind of, feel. There was a day someone just sent me, I was so shocked. Someone sent me some pictures on my phone and I was so shocked that, Benny, what is happening here? I said people can create too. Let me just try and show you just quickly. Yes. These ones are pictures, so they won't take any time. Yeah, I believe you can see it. Can you see this? Aha. This is picture one. Oh, I can't scroll. Okay, yeah, you can see it's in the blender, yeah? And this is it blended. So people are trying different things really in the name of healthy. You can see in there, what did you see? What did you see there inside that blender? What do you see? Give me one thing that you saw inside that blender. I add 10 mils into my RIDA tea. The sleep is on another level. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so he blended banana. I think he added pineapple. He added RIDA. I can't remember the other things he added. But he just sent me the picture. It just shows that people are trying to, do creative stuff. I know someone who has 2 young boys, and she does the mix in such a way that the children always look forward to. In fact, they call it RIDA malt. They say we want RIDA malt, because she mixes it with them, for them, and in a way that helps, that encourages them to want to take it. Okay, so I mean, RIDA is just phenomenal. There are different creative ways in which one can take it. You can mix it with hot water. You can add honey to it. You can add a tinge of lemon to it. You can do, if you want to mix it with alcohol, you can if you want. Of course, that's not for daily use. That's just sometimes you want to just do creative stuff. If you want to address some things like on the sharp, you know, you want to put RIDA on fire, you know, put it with hot water, and you know, I mean, there are different phenomenal things really. So we can dilute bitters with juice. Anyone that wants to do that, yeah, if they want to, they can. But of course, we all know that for best results, it's best to take it, just mix with water and use. But sometimes people just want to indulge. So, you know, instead of mixing it with juice like all the time, you can't do that all the time. You're not, it's not advisable that you do that all the time. Yeah, you can do it once in a while when you want to indulge. Okay. Yeah, you can use the bitter to make smoothies. So this person actually used it to make smoothies. That's what happened. Yeah. Oh, okay. So we have Dr. Eno saying, I used to have a recurrent rash on the upper part of my body, for which I used to use an antifungal cream. Okay. There was one I bought that didn't seem to work. And so I was going to buy another cream, but somehow I just decided to try the balm on it. Awesome. A few days later, the rash was gone. And since then, I have not had to use any other cream. Wow. I just use the balm every now and then. I hadn't realized that the balm had antifungal properties as well as the analgesic property we all know it has. I had to do a literature search on the ingredients. Awesome. You know, that's why I like what we're treating today, talking about the different creative ways in which we can use RIDA. I mean, just sometimes if it comes to your mind to try it in a particular way, just try it. You never know. Yeah, you really, really never know. Yeah, so I mean, that's why we're having this conversation today, to, you know, help us ensure that we are not stuck to, oh, this is how you use it and all of that. You know, it's a good one to try different things from time to time, and you'll be amazed the results you're going to get. So that's really, really awesome. Yeah, so as we begin to wrap up today, let me just wrap up my slides so that we can call it a day. So, yeah. So we have looked at RIDA cocktails. We have looked at some RIDA blends. In what ways have we taken RIDA before? We have looked at that. In what ways have we taken RIDA that the effect was surprisingly outstanding? We have shared, okay? And I'd like to say, especially for the sake of our guests who are in the house, Ezinne Karen. Sorry, can you just put your comments in the chat box because of time so that we can just rush this through? Okay, so for the sake of our guests who are in the house today and who have not connected with us, who are not yet on the Green Mondays platform, I would like to say, if you had to choose, you know, between health or wealth, which would you choose? If you have two doors in front of you and you're told you have to enter through just one door. But here in the Green Mondays, we say that may we never need to choose. Okay, within the Green Mondays platform, our prayer and our reality is that may we never have to choose. Wellness and wealth are complementary, and the Green Mondays is an opportunity that leads you to both. The Green Mondays is an opportunity that leads you to both health and wealth. Okay, and what do you have access to in the Green Mondays? What do you have access to in the Green Mondays? This is just a quick breakdown of what you have access to. You have products, health and hygiene. You make profits when you buy products. When you sell products, you make profits. You have an opportunity to own stake. You have access to investment opportunities, both locally and internationally. You enjoy leverage by working with other people. You get access to more because you are working in a team, as against just working alone and getting only the results of what you're doing alone. So by the power of team building, you have access to leverage to achieve more with less. Then you can grow in rank. Okay, somebody comes in at the bronze level and, you know, by reason of activity can become VIP in time. And somebody will come in with at an associate level and can grow all the way into becoming a multiple star manager. Okay, then so that's the opportunity available with rank growth. Access to doctors, access to travels, and cars. All of these are available through the Doctor Connect platform. There's an opportunity to access doctors 24/7 to get free consultation and all of that, just by reason of one pack that is available within the Green Mondays. Okay, so you have access to travels and access to cars. All of this and many more are available via the Green Mondays platform. And somebody may be asking, okay, everything I've said is good. The product sound is really good. What people are saying is really good. And it sounds like there are some other extra opportunities also from what this madam is saying. So I am a guest here and I want to participate in this opportunity. What do I do? How do I participate in this opportunity? Okay, you come on board through any of these registration options that are here. These are the levels in which you can come in at. You can choose whichever is most convenient for you to start with, and you can grow from there. Okay, you can choose to start at the gold level, that's 140,000. You can start at the platinum or the VIP, or if you're unable to do so at this time, you can go for either the silver or the bronze pack. Okay, then you begin your journey. Like I usually say here, we do business here, but we're also family. Okay, we grow, by tomorrow now, we have some of us, from day after tomorrow, we have some of us going to Dubai on an all expenses paid vacation. Those are some of the opportunities available within the Green Mondays. Okay, in October, again, another batch of people will be going. We have access to learnings, access to mentorship, access to knowledge, that you won't have had access to, otherwise. All right. So all of those are available within the Green Mondays. Okay, so if you're a guest and you're trying to check, oh, should I? Don't should I anymore. It's time to join us on the Green Mondays and let's go on this journey together. Okay, so my charge is people pass over opportunities repeatedly is why they are called poor. They're not poor because of their cash condition or their bank balance. They are poor because of their perspective towards opportunities. When they see opportunities, they move and they say, oh, somebody's out there to scam me. Okay, instead of doing their own research and making a decision based on what they think, they have access to. And of course, through the person that invited them. If the person that invited you is somebody you trust, somebody you respect, why not just decide to go together with that person? I mean, it's sweeter when you are doing well and you are helping others who you care about to also do well. That makes it really, really phenomenal and really nice. Okay, so don't pass over this opportunity. Is my charge to you today. Join us today. Okay, there's a lot of value there, a lot of health conditions that people battle. There's a lot of solutions that you can offer to people and make money in the process. Okay, those are the kind of monies you want to make. You want to solve problems. You want to be the solution to those problems. You want to be an ambassador for something phenomenal going global. Yeah, and that is what we're really all about in the Green Monday. So if you're here and you're a guest, please connect with the person that invited you and tell the person, I will not let you go, okay, until I sign up. The person just send you a link. You can do that tonight. Sign up with a link. They'll send the account details to pay. You make payment. Boom, and we're good to go. You can get your products even tonight or latest tomorrow, okay? And then we're in business. And we have a lot of support available. We have a medical team available. We have frequently asked questions group. We have groups for testimonies. All resource materials that are needed for you to truly succeed in the business are available. Okay, so I will tell ourselves, if it is to be, it is up to me. Here in the Green community, we make it all available. All you need to do is take advantage of it and go for your dreams. Don't worry, watch out. As from this week, you're going to be seeing pictures, videos, blah, blah, from Dubai. And you're going to ginger yourself and say, I must not miss, Dubai in October. That's the spirit. Okay. And of course, a few announcements, the GMX Pro, and the different ways to earn rewards, to earn recognition in the June Awards are also available. Don't miss it at all.